movie, and I love it. I mean, it's just a cute, fun family film, and you know, it's got a lot of like, you know, stories in it. It's got, you know, the love, the family, and all, just like a ton of other stuff that, you know, keeps you close with your. It made me want to go home and like hug my dad or something.
Of course, I had a massive crush when I was a kid, and the boy didn't like me back. So there was that memory. But then also I was a computer science and math teacher at the high school level, quietly writing my stories early in the morning before I go to school. And I'd see these kids in my classroom, and they were crushing on people just like I remember doing. But when you're an adult, you really can't take them aside and because they won't listen to you because you're an adult. Definitely. So I decided to try to write a book that would illustrate how it's important to look at the person behind the looks. So find the character.
Well, actually, I got my agent called and said, Rob Reiner wants you to do his new movie, and I said, yes. And he said, well, I'll send you the script. And I said, you don't need to. I'll do anything for Rob. And then I got the script, and of course I read it, and I thought, wow, this is a beautiful story. And wonderful part. That's how I came involved with it.
The thing that was attractive about Lynetta was that she understood the situation that they were in terms of the repression of the time and in their family, and then wanted, you know, the C was planning to do something about it. And it's you know, it's a small thing, it's a small role, but I think that you know, my own life and as a youth of this world, I think we all need to learn that we can do something. We should do something.
A little tricky because the cockpit was recessed for
I tried to give Eddie my full attention, but it was difficult because Bryce was right behind him. Eddie was saying something about intake valves when, out of nowhere, Bryce stood up and marched straight towards me.
Julie, I gotta talk to you.
I had read the script. My mom and agents had read the script, and they were all very excited about it, so I read the script, and I absolutely loved it. I fell in love with it. It was just so Rob Reiner feeling, you know, innocent, and it made you want to, you know, jump into the story and be part of the story. And I auditioned, and I was actually the first girl that they saw. And later on that day, I had found out that I had gotten the role. It was very cool.
This movie was based in the 50s. Is there anything in particular that you have to prepare for to kind of feel the 50s?
We really worked with the costume designer and actually props in order to find the right glasses and the hairstyle and the wardrobe to really kind of get into that period. And then other than that, I mean, I think there isn't really anything different emotionally. I mean, we don't have Facebook or Twitter or cell phones, and I think that was why Rob Reiner set the movie in that era, even though the book was written in the present day, was to really harken back to a time pre-media, pre-electronic.
And I loved the story, and it really it moved me, and I thought it was a timeless message, and it really had something for everybody, and it was just, it's a universal love story, so I think everybody will get something out of it.
It was a book that was assigned to my son Nick, who was at the time 11 years old. He was in the 5th grade. He's now almost 17, and he brought it home. We started reading it, and I was knocked out by it. I said, this is a book for children, but it's really more for adults. I'm getting probably more out of it than he is, because it really in depth explored what it really is like to have those first very powerful, confusing feelings of falling in love. And it reminded me of the time when I was 12 going on 13.
A painting is more than the sum of its parts. A cow by itself is just a cow. A meadow by itself is just grass, flowers, and the sun peeking through the trees is just a beam of light. But you put them all together, and it can be magic.
Hey everybody, and we're back at the red carpet premiere of Flip. We had a chance to speak with some of the cast and crew of the movie. Madeline, Carroll, the director Rob Reiner. So he sounds like a great man, so you guys should check out his movie, Flip. It's about your first love.
Well, thank you, Michael. That was awesome. And now it is time for the movie pick of the week. So this is how it goes. I pick a movie and you guys go watch it. Easy, right? Well, also, you email me and let me know what you think about the movie. Is it bad or good? Did I actually recommend a good one to you guys, or you would never listen to my advice again? I would love to hear from you guys and what you think about this movie. the pick of the week, which is, drum roll guys, Inception. Inception is a movie about a young man named Dom Cobb, played by one of my favorite actors, haughty Leonardo DiCaprio. He is a skilled thief, the absolutely best in the dangerous art of extraction, stealing valuable secrets from deep within the subconscious during the dream state, when the mind is at its most vulnerable. Cobb's rare ability has made him a coveted player in this treacherous new world of corporate espionage, but it has always made him an international fugitive and cost him everything he has ever loved. Now, Cobb is being offered a chance at redemption. One last job could give him his life back, but only if he can accomplish the impossible, Inception. Instead of the perfect heist, Cobb and his team of the specialists have to pull off the reverse. Their task is not to steal an idea, but to plant one. If they succeed, it could be the perfect crime, but no amount of careful planning or expertise can prepare the team for the dangerous enemy that seems to predict their every move, an enemy that only Cobb could have seen coming. I definitely thought this movie is worth seeing. It is visually stunning and the directing is actually very good and superb. I don't think you will be disappointed. So, okay guys, I'm actually out of time. Please write in and let me know what you think of Inception, or just to say hi at lifestyles_today@yahoo.com. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Thank you for having me in your home, and I leave you guys with the trailer for Inception. Kính chào tạm biệt quý vị. Bye.
There's one thing you should know about me. I specialize in a very specific type of security. Subconscious security.
You're talking about dreams.
Mr. Cobb has a job offer he would like to discuss with you.
Got a work placement?
Not exactly. We create the world of the dream. We bring the subject into that dream, and they fill it with their secrets.
Then you break in and steal it.
Well, it's not strictly speaking legal. It's called Inception. Already. I think I found a way home. And this last job, that's how I get there. Dreams feel real while we're in them. It's only when we wake up that we realize something is actually strange.
This was your responsibility. You're not prepared for this. The dream's collapsing.
I have it under control.
I'd hate to see you out of control.